Welcome to MediaBeatShow.com's new video series, Media Beat. I'm Danya Blaze, senior editor, and we're joined by Mr. Morgan Spurlock, filmmaker extraordinaire. Now, Morgan, while you are not a journalist by trade, your films and projects definitely have a journalistic slant to them. And a lot of journalists today are being asked to step into your role and produce videos. And what tips would you give to reporters on how to do successful and effective filmmaking or short clips?
Well, I mean, being a journalist, I think that journalists already have a tremendous gift in their ability to tell a story. So for me, I think the key is you have to find that story, tell the best story you can in as concise amount of time as you can. A lot of people, me being somebody who still to this day, I will fall in love with my footage. So the key is for me to have a great editor. And I have great editors that I trust who they're like, oh, this is great, we're losing it. But I love that shot, too bad we don't need it, it's unnecessary. So if you have somebody who can help you trim the fat and make as tight a piece as possible, that's the greatest thing. So for me, it's having another set of eyes that I trust. Yeah.
Today, especially, people can take to the web and get their film projects out immediatly.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Do you think that technology has made films better or worse? Or
I think that, there will always be, a turd that rises to the top, and there will always be great stuff. That doesn't matter. I think but what's happened, the democratization of cinema has made it where anyone with a camera and a computer and a good idea can make a movie, or just even if it's a bad idea. But if you have an idea, you can actually make a film now. You don't need a big 35mm camera. You don't need millions of dollars. It literally is an investment of sweat equity that can get a movie out there. Super Size Me, we made for $65,000, and it went on to play around the world. So I think it's incredible what's happening, and there are people who are telling great stories for very little money. You got to look at Paranormal Activity. I mean, that movie was made for 15 grand and has now made $100 million. It's amazing.
And speaking of that, when you do have a budget and you're about to make a project, what are some creative cost-cutting tips for making the video or making a movie that you could share?
I mean, I think knowing where your end product's going to go, like if you're going to television, there are certain cameras you can use for television that will create just as rich an image as having like a large HD camera. There's much smaller, cheaper, portable cameras that more camera people can shoot with and are comfortable with than like a large camera that you would use for a blow-up for a 35mm movie. So for me, I think it's understanding where is this going to go, from the beginning. Like if you already know the destination, it's going to help you solve a lot of problems.
Are there any classic rookie mistakes you see people making with the abundance of video on the web?
Well, it's the same. I think people make the same rookie mistakes that I make. It's like I love to shoot, and especially with video, especially you shoot all the time. Like you'll end up with hundreds of hours of footage, and you have to realize at some point you're going to have to go into the edit room and sift through all that garbage. And literally, there will be vast amounts of garbage and little gems, and you have to mine out those gems. So I think that the more you can hit that off button, the better off you're going to be. Even with video, don't fall into the sack of it's video, it's fine, we can shoot as much as we want, because you'll kill yourself later.
And I know you're also a big Simpsons fan, so in our next segment we're going to talk about this project that you got the dream opportunity.
Best gig ever. Yeah, it literally is the best gig ever.